Hey everybody, it's Liz. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a project share for you. Recently I was kind of cleaning up my craft room and I came across this box of paper straws. Do you guys remember these? And I'm sorry about the glare, but they are still in the package. But these came out, I don't know, maybe last year or the year before. I can't remember, but they were from Michaels. They were the paper straws in the gold foil unicorn and the rainbows. And I have not used them. They were literally all in the package, and I finally said, you know what, let me bust these out. I had planned on doing a unicorn party never happened, so I have all these straws, and I thought, why not create a project using some of these straws? And so of course what comes to mind but beautiful magical unicorn wands, and that's what I came up with. So let me share with you the ones that I created. Okay, so they were super cute. I made one from each of the different straws. So here is one. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh, I love the way this one turned out. And you guys, this one is huge. It's like a really big wand. As you can see, it's like, you know, bigger than my hand here. So this one I used the paper straw that had the rainbows and the gold foil on the clouds, and I wanted to mimic that look, and that's why I did this here, and it turned out so pretty. I absolutely love how like shiny it is from all the gold and everything. It's just so pretty, you guys. So I started off by using my Martha Stewart edge punch to punch a strip of paper, and then I created my rosette. This huge rosette here, I think it measures about maybe 4.5, maybe 5 inches in diameter. It's really big. And then after that, I layered a really pretty paper doily on top of that. And then I created a second rosette using some teal crepe paper. I love using the crepe paper. It is so fun to create rosettes out of it. It just gives it a really nice look, and I love working with crepe paper. So for these rosettes, I went ahead and used the crepe paper, and then I added glue on the edges, as you can see, and then sprinkled a bunch of gold chunky glitter. Again, just to give it a, you know, just some sparkle. It is unicorns after all. It's got to be magical. It's got to have a lot of sparkle, and just I wanted to pick up on the gold foiling that's on the paper straw. So then once I layered that on there, I then went ahead and did another layer. This time I used my Spellbinders die, and I can't remember the name of this die, but I'm sure you guys have seen it before. And I die cut it using some sage green or mint green, whatever you want to call it. So just a lighter shade of green cardstock. I wanted to pick up the, you know, the colors that were in the rainbow. So, and it's so pretty. And then I went ahead and did another layer, this time just a watercolor paper circle, again using a Spellbinders die, and I knew I wanted to do sort of like a beautiful watercolor effect, so I used my Distress inks to kind of create the sky and a couple different splotches. I used tumbled glass and broken china, and it turned out really pretty, you guys. And unfortunately, you can't see all the details, but I did some splattering, you know, with the water, just to give it that whole, like, really sort of cloudy sky look. And the rainbow was created using this die here, and I'm sure you guys all seen it, the rainbow and the unicorn. I used this die set here for both of my wands. This one was from Spellbinders, and I got it on clearance from Hobby Lobby back when, you know, they were getting rid of all their stuff. So it's such a cute die. It was my first time playing with it, and everything turned out so beautiful. I just love it. So like I said, the rainbow was created using that die and watercolor paper. And what I did is I left the die intact. So once I ran it through my machine, I left it so it would kind of, let me see if I can explain it a little bit better. Okay, do you see the lines here? I left the paper inside of it, so I didn't, like, you know, cut it out. And then I took a very thin brush, my Distress inks, and a little bit of water, and then just kind of followed the opening here for each of the lines, each of the rows, to create the rainbow look. Again, I wanted a softer watercolor effect. I knew it would kind of bleed into each of the colors, you know what I mean? To give it that really soft look, and I just love it. I think it turned out so pretty. And then of course I used stickles all over the rainbow, so you can see all the sparkle. It's just lovely. I love it. And then for the clouds, I wanted them to be just like the paper straw, and the paper straw has the gold foil clouds. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see that little detail, but I wanted it to look just like that. So I used some gold foil paper, die cut the clouds and adhere them to each edge of the rainbow, and they're just so pretty. You know, it's like a different touch. Of course I could go with traditional white clouds, but the gold is just so cute. I love it. And then here's the unicorn, and I die cut the unicorn maybe 5 or 6 different times because I wanted to give it some dimension. And I then layered each die cut on top of one another. The top die cut, of course, I added some inking here to the mane and the tail, and it's just like a gold, like a bright yellow color. And I did die cut just the little horn, and I adhered it onto the top die piece here, die cut piece. And of course the horn is in gold. You can't have a unicorn without a gold horn. So it's so pretty. And then of course, again, stickles on the mane and the tail, again, to give it lots and lots of sparkle. And look how dimensional it is. There's so many layers. There's a lot of dimension going on, a lot of sparkle, lots of gold. I absolutely love it. And then just to finish it off, I created a bow using this gold organza trim that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. And then I added some pearls and this little trim. I'm not sure. I think this is called an eyelash trim. But I got this from Target Dollar Spot. Oh my gosh, like ages ago. It's like a pack of a bunch of different trims, and that was one of them. And it's gold, so I thought it would be perfect for this particular wand. And it just turned out so pretty, you guys. I just love it. I mean, it's so big, I can't even like have it, the whole thing in frame, but there you go. You can take a better look. It just turned out so pretty. And of course, I just backed it up with another piece of cardstock so that you wouldn't be able to see where I used hot glue to adhere the straw to the rosette. So I love it. I absolutely love it. I think these are going to be like great little decorations. I'm going unicorn crazy. I think we all are, right? All the unicorns out there and the mermaid themes and everything. I'm just going nuts. So I did a little bit of a unicorn theme on my table. I'll probably share that in another video. But these are going to be, you know, just to decorate my table. And so this is the second wand, and I absolutely love this one. I think it turned out so pretty. It totally reminds me of something that you can find at like, you know, like a princess birthday party or something. You know, the princess would be carrying this little wand. I think it's just so beautiful. I love it. And this one I used the paper straw that had the gold unicorn on there. And this beautiful star, I mean, just look how beautiful it is. And it is so dimensional, you guys. I've used this star before for wands. I think I did some Halloween wands a couple years ago. And the star die is this one here by Tim Holtz. Let's see if I can get you the name. And let's see. Ooh, it's not focusing at all. Let's take a look. Star Bright 3D by Tim Holtz. And it is such an awesome, awesome die. I love it because it comes with 2 size stars. It gives you a 3-dimensional star. And I think they're just so pretty. They're awesome for all year round because you can use them for Christmas. I've used it for Halloween. And then, you know, now I'm using it to create this beautiful wand, and I love it. I used gold glitter paper to die cut the piece out, and then to back it up, I used just some pink cardstock. The reason I used pink cardstock is because I wanted it to have a little more flexibility when I adhere the edges together. And as you can see, they're not going to be completely flat because, of course, I've got this straw right here in the middle. But I did want some flexibility so that I can, you know, try to get them, you know, I guess as even as possible. So I love it. It turned out so cute. And you just stick the straw inside, you back it up with another piece, and then you have this beautiful dimensional wand. Just so beautiful. And then I created another crepe paper rosette. This time I used like a baby pink rosette. I dipped it again, the edges all in the glue, and added a lot of gold chunky glitter, and it turned out so beautiful with all that sparkle. And for the center, I used another one of my Spellbinders die. This is like a small scallop die, and I used a medium pink cardstock. And then this circle again was cut out using watercolor paper because I did want to create a watercolor effect. I used my Distress Oxide inks to create the sky. So I used like worn lipstick, I think picked raspberry or picked preserves. I can't remember the name of it, you guys. I'm sorry. I should have brought them out. And then the tumbled glass to create this beautiful, soft, you know, sky look. And it's just so pretty. The clouds, this time I cut them out using white cardstock, and I inked the edges with a little bit of tumbled glass, as you can see. And I did use a little bit of stickles on the clouds. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that because it's just a little tiny bit. I didn't want them to be way shimmery. And then the unicorn, again, I did cut out maybe 5 or 6 pieces. I layered them on top of one another to give it that, you know, a more dimensional look. I didn't want it to be so flat. And then for his mane and the tail, I dabbed a little bit of that Worn Lipstick Distress Oxide ink, and then of course topped it off with the stickles. And then as you can see, his little horn is also gold foil. It's just so pretty, you guys. And the gold foil paper, I just buy, you know, in the poster board section at Hobby Lobby. I just buy the big poster boards in that gold metallic color. And it's such a huge piece that you can die cut so many times. I still have so much of it left, but I love using that because it's quite inexpensive. And sometimes it goes on sale for, I think, like 2 for $1. So it's a great way to use, you know, the gold foil, because I know it's very popular right now. So, and then to finish it off, I adhered, let's see, some iridescent pearls. Again, more of that beautiful eyelash trim. This one is in pink with a little bit of gold in it. And again, these were from the Target dollar spot. I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago during Valentine's Day. It was like a pack of trims. And then this trim came with it as well, this little pink pom-pom trim. And then I created this beautiful bow using the tulle, glittery tulle from Hobby Lobby, and it's so pretty. I just love it so much. I can't even like stop looking at it. It's just so magical and beautiful, and it's such a cute wand. You know, it's like so simple, but it's just so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I had so much fun working with them. Like I said, I found that pack of straws, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? My party didn't happen, and I'm stuck with all these straws. What else am I gonna do? So I'm gonna make some wands, and I'm probably gonna make more wands, and then come up with other ways to use those straws, because they're just too pretty, you know. And I'm a sucker for paper straws. I just love them. I can never just pass them up. If they're cute, they're coming home with me. So anyway, just wanted to share this little project with you, because I know we're all going crazy gaga over the unicorns, and you know, of course, I had to jump in the bandwagon, so here I am. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about my pretty little wands. Like I said, I love them. They're going to be cute little decor on my table. So thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody.